Hi everybody, and welcome to another installment of the SMT video face sharing. I'm Izzy, in case you haven't seen my face before, and I'm going to be diving into today's gospel, which comes from John. This is John chapter 15, verses 9 through 17, and I think you guys are going to recognize this one. So let's just dive right into it. May the Lord be on my mind, on my lips, and in my heart. As the Father loves me, so I also love you. Remain in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will remain in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and remain in his love. I have told you this so that my joy may be in you and your joy may be complete. This is my commandment. Love one another as I love you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I no longer call you slaves, because a slave does not know what his master is doing. I have called you friends, because I have told you everything I have heard from my Father. It was not you who chose me, but I who chose you and appointed you to go and bear fruit that will remain, so that whatever you ask the Father in my name, he may give you. This is, I command you, love one another. The Gospel of the Lord. So this is a very famous gospel, right? This is commandment number 2. This is the second most important thing in your life is to love and to be loved, and to share that love as much as you can. And I encourage you to, as I've said in my previous videos, to share this with a loved one or call up somebody that you haven't talked to in months or years or something and repair those relationships, because now is the time. Now is the time to love instead of hate. And this is a really great example of how Jesus has commanded us to do this. On top of this beautiful message, today is the feast of Saint Matthias. And I don't really know all the apostles. I can't just name all 12, I'm not that knowledgeable, but I decided to look up a little bit on St. Matthias, since it is his feast day today on the 14th. And I learned that he actually was chosen as the 12th apostle after Jesus was resurrected, because Judas had betrayed him, so he needed to have his final 12 apostles. And he chose St. Matthias because he beat Barsabbas. Correct me if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but he beat the other guy. They were both casting lots, and Matthias won. And basically, Jesus chose Matthias not only because of that, but because he foresaw on who Matthias was going to become later on, and he knew that he was going to be the right choice as his 12th apostle. And so how does this kind of connect with what we're talking about in the gospel today? Well, it connects with the last part of the gospel that we were talking about. Jesus says, as that you have chosen the Father, the Father has chosen you. And so this is kind of a reminder that we are chosen to go up to heaven with our Father. We are chosen to be his children. We were chosen specifically for this. And also too, what has God chosen you to do in your life? For me, I feel as though I'm chosen to work for the people. I'm chosen to become a social worker. Are you chosen for a life of service? Are you chosen for business? Are you chosen for entertainment? I encourage you to pray on that this weekend and throughout the rest of the week, what God had chosen for you, just as he chose Matthias. And so again, go ahead and leave those prayer intentions down below in the comments, and go ahead and talk about, what you are chosen for, what your passion is. Us on the SMT would love to pray on those with you and to read your beautiful stories on what you were chosen. If you're a recent graduate, what's your path? What are you chosen to do? Where are you chosen to go? Go ahead and leave those comments down below and share the good news with as much people as you can to keep spreading the love, which is another message in this gospel today. So there's a lot to unpack here, and I hope I did that in a concise manner for you. So everybody stay safe, stay healthy, and share the good news, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.